This is the Aqara P100 sensor, and today I'm going to answer one simple question for you. Is this device worth buying? According to the box, we are going to need an Aqara hub, or if you have Home Assistant with Thread support enabled, you can connect via that way as well. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to start with the hub, and then we're going to try to connect it into Home Assistant later on. Also, full transparency, Aqara did send me out this device for free to make a video on. No money was exchanged, but this device was given out for free. Like all my other videos, you're going to get my honest thoughts. In the box, you get the device, some instructions, and some double-sided tape. I'm going to start with setting up the hub. It is really easy. You just plug it in, hop on the Aqara app, and follow the prompts. I gave the hub some power. Go into the Aqara app, click on Accessories, the plus button in the top right-hand corner, Add Accessory. I've got the M200 hub. Now that our hub is connected, we're going to set up the multi-state sensor. Take out this plastic strip to enable the device. You should see it start to flash blue. Again, click plus, or in my case, because I have the app up and running, it already picked up the new sensor. I'm going to click into it. Interestingly enough, this actually supports the Zigbee protocol. They did not mention that on their website as far as I can tell. That's exciting because it means we may be able to connect this into Home Assistant without using this hub. We'll test that out later in this video. For now, I'm going to go with all of the default options. There's a Thread QR code on the side of your device. Go ahead and scan that. Connect it to your hub. During the connection stage, I have been stuck on this devices connecting to the network for a good couple of minutes now. I'm just going to quickly disable my mobile data connection and ensure that I'm connected to my Internet of Things network, which is a 2.4 gigahertz network band. If you're on the 5 gigahertz network, a lot of these type of devices do not support that. Now, it actually failed to pair, which is not great. I know with a lot of latest smartphones, they switch automatically between the two bands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my Wi-Fi settings, and I'm just going to forget the 5 gigahertz network for now. That way it can't switch back and forth. I'm going to go back and try to add the device again. We're going to redo those steps. And this time it has worked almost straight away. So if you have trouble connecting initially, make sure you do those troubleshooting steps. We're going to allocate it to my office. I'm going to leave it as a door for now and click Done. It looks like it has to be calibrated by pressing the top button 3 times in a row whenever we put it into a new location. Having a look at the app, it does appear that this is made mainly to keep track of is something open or closed, like a door. This is our back door here. I'm just going to chuck it somewhere up here out of reach from the kids. Now you remove the double-sided tape, just stick it nicely there. Now because we changed the orientation, we're going to have to click that top button 3 times. And you should see it flash like that, which means we are good. We can now go check things out. If we go into our app, we can see that it's closed. I'm going to open the door, open, close. That was actually pretty cool. It worked fairly accurately with about a half a second delay. We can see the open and closed logs as well as the statistics, so how frequently that door was left open or closed. And you can also configure the type of door, hinge, or window that you have. If you want to set up automations, you can do it directly through the app. Head over to the Automations tab, and at the top, click the Automation tab, Add Automation. When accessory, a multi-state sensor is opened, and you can pick from a list of options. Now, typically I would want this armed at like midnight when everyone's asleep. I can't quite see that option there. We're going to go, then we want to send a notification. So we'll send a push notification to ourselves, click done, and save. Now, when we go to open the door, we should get a push notification sent directly to our phone. Let's test it out. Two types. There are two types of notifications, a regular one and an alarm notification. Alarm looks like this on your phone, but it only pops up when you're already in the app. There's no way to get an actual push notification where you swipe down. Let's see if we can solve that by integrating this directly into Home Assistant. If you want to use this device for anything other than monitoring your door, like you want to use that triple tap function or check the vibration, you are going to have to set it up using the Zigbee protocol. To change it, you can hold the top button down for 5 seconds to reset the device, repair it through the app. This time, select the Zigbee protocol, and in the setup process, you have the option to change from open-close monitoring to object monitoring. You are going to have to update the firmware across all of your devices before that will work. When it comes to Home Assistant, I don't like having third-party devices such as this hub, so I'm going to disconnect its power entirely, and instead we're going to connect using the Zigbee protocol directly to my Raspberry Pi, which has this special USB 3 dongle that should let us pick up this Aqara device. For this video, I did try multiple ways to connect. I actually tried the official Aqara hub as a bridge into Home Assistant using the Matter connectivity, but that didn't work. And the only way I could get this device to work was to completely reset it and connect through Zigbee directly to my Home Assistant instance, bypassing the Aqara device entirely. So what you do is you hold the top button for 5 seconds, which resets the device. You go into Home Assistant, Settings, Devices and Services. We'll click Add Integration, search for Aqara, and click on Add Zigbee Device. When you reset the device, it'll go into pairing mode automatically and pop up in this list. I've already gone ahead and done that step. You'll see a new card pop up here, and if we click on Devices, this is what it appears as, Aqara Lumi Vibration AGL 002. If we head to our Overview tab, I've allocated it to the kitchen for now, and we can see that we've got two options, or states, lock and on and off. From what I can tell, the switch is what we want. It simply has a state of, is this on or is this off? And what this translates to is, if the door is opened, the switch is on. If the door is closed, the switch is off. I did some testing and we can see in the stats here. I opened the door at 5 o'clock and then closed it shortly after. I was doing a bunch of testing, as you can see. That's good. It means the integration works well enough that we can set up automations exactly the way we want it. We're going to head over to Settings, Automations and Scenes, and we're going to create a new automation. We'll click on When our device, we'll select our Aqara device. I know there are a lot of different options down here, and it makes sense to select door locked and unlocked, but you actually have to select the switch when it changes the state from on to off. So when the switch is turned on, that means the door is open. We can also add an and trigger, so we can set the time, so if it's after midnight and before 6 o'clock in the morning, we'll send that alarm notification as an example. For the purposes of testing, I'm going to skip that and we're going to go directly to the notification. Let's search for notification, scroll down a bit, and we're going to send a notification directly to our mobile app. And we'll say the back door is open. Go ahead and save that. Now you can actually set anything you want, like you can get it to call you and do a bunch of different things, but this is essentially how you do it, and you can see that the notification came through successfully. That was relatively easy and straightforward to set up. I've got to say, this device is pretty good. It works extremely well for the monitoring of doors when they're open and closed. The integration worked with Home Assistant, so we can directly get that alarm notification if we've left a door open, which means we can get those security notifications. We can get alerted if we've left the house and a door has been left open. We can know when we have mail. The only use case I didn't get an answer for was on the vibration sensor. But I've stuck it on my door now and I don't want to move it from there. So for door monitoring, it's pretty good. Now, if you wanted to pick one of these devices up, I'll leave a link down in the description below. That's all I had for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, YouTube reckons you'll like this one as well.